So this time it again might be useful for the practice if you are comfortable. And try not to take a posture which will make you sleepy, but in this case also calmness is not a big issue. So it's not required that you are very energized. So let's do this with our eyes closed. This practice will take in the mental representation of space and not the actual physical space. You can also practice this with eyes open if you want, but for now, let's do it with eyes closed. And take a few soothing breaths to level your experience, to balance out your current state. So notice the stream of breath as it's going through your body, almost as if penetrating your body and your tissue. And now you can do it on your own pace. Let's do a few rounds of body scanning. So maybe take 20 seconds to scan from the top of your head to your feet. And try to not scan the mental representation of your body, but try to focus on the sensations of your body. And if more time is needed for one scan, then take your time. So you can start from the crown of your head, go down the face, ears, chin, back of the head, neck, shoulders, chest, arms, belly, waist, buttocks, groin, thighs, knees, calves, feet, something like that. And if you are mind wandering, then maybe take a short break and resume the task. And now try to do something similar, but this time scan the perception of your body from front to back. So it's as if you have a scanner that's taking a slice of experience, and scan from the space of maybe 15-20 centimeters in front of you, and then move that slice towards you, and then scan through the body and go the same distance behind, and then reverse it. So in the other direction, you start about 15-20 centimeters behind you, or wherever it feels kind of comfortably behind you. And you move that plane of awareness through the body until you reach the point in front of you. And at this point, you may notice that some mental representations, mental imagination of the body is appearing. And that's okay, but still try to be present in the sensations of your body and not only present in that mental image. So try and notice as that plane is passing your body, that you're aware of its location in the body through the sensations. And maybe here you will notice that attention has this activating effect. So when this shape of your attention touches the body, sensations kind of appear there. Don't try to get too deep into thoughts about this process. Just try and be present with the sensations. And keep the attention moving through the body, front and back. What you may also notice is that this field of attention does not perhaps move at the same rate in all of its parts. So perhaps your belly starts to feel it, and then your thighs, and then your head. So try and kind of wait until it arrives to the same plane every time, and then move it further, and then maybe give it some time to arrive. So try to not move it only through the head or only through the chest or only through one body part. Try to really have the full field moving through. And now try to do that same exercise left to right or right to left, whatever feels easier to start with. So you start from one side, a bit with some small distance from your body, and then you scan through the experience, through the body, become aware of the passage of attention through the sensory experience. Slowly move it to the other side until you have scanned through out of the body. And then let it go back in the same way. While doing this, you may also notice how your mind's eye is moving, so your attention is scanning the experience. And if you notice that attention is dispersing, try and maintain this stable field of awareness. So the sensory experience may actually disperse. That's okay. But your attention should retain its shape for this exercise. And here, before we proceed, I will just say that if you do this practice on your own, you can also be creative and move the attention in all sorts of directions. And that this kind of practice, besides what I commented earlier, can also lend itself as a good insight practice, taking the shape of attention or attention itself as the object, as well as the space. All right, so now do maybe a couple of final scans, moving from one side to the other. And then allow your attention to go wide. So take in all the space that you have crossed, scanning your body from top till bottom, front and back, and side to side. And if taking more space feels natural or comfortable right now, you can also do that. And while you are stabilizing that, so the practice now is to try and have an equal amount of space, front and back. So to have the attentional distance from the body same. In front of the body and behind. And the same laterally. And try and stabilize that as the object. So this piece of space taken by the body and the space around it. And whatever distance from the body feels comfortable, that's okay, but make sure to not follow this bias that there is more attentional space in front of the body. And now we will put attention into the corners. So you can start wherever you like, and you can take either the body, so the center of the body as a reference, or the center of the head as the reference. But so put the focus of your attention, for example, in the right front corner. And try and keep it there for 10 seconds. And you don't really have to count the seconds, but just kind of for a certain amount of time. And if that spot tries to move, or if something distracts or something else attracts your attention, then just try and keep it there stably for an amount of time. And then move it to another corner. And you can choose to go around or to move through corners as you please, but so try and cover each of the 4 corners of your experience. And you can do this by, for example, thinking about that space or trying to kind of view from that space, kind of shift the attention to that space. You can use the method of the scanning, so to kind of move the plane of attention to that corner. Pay attention to the subtle somatic feelings that you have when you change the corner. And you can also try and stay longer in each corner. And if you want to tailor this exercise more towards practicing what's intuitive, you may want to focus more on the space behind you. Because intuition, we often practice through the things that we cannot see, that are not directly obvious. Now, before we close, take some time to summarize and assess your state now compared to the beginning. Summarize what you have experienced, whether there have been some insights. And let's close it here.